All right, how to read your face in 5 minutes. First off, forehead. Oftentimes the thing that we catch first or notice about a person. Do you have a short forehead or a long forehead? A short forehead is somebody who's a practical thinker. They tend to have gone through the process and they learn by doing. And so they have a very practical sense. If you are out on the street and you need directions, ask a person with the short forehead because they'll tell you very clearly and easily how to get back on the freeway. Now, if a person has a long forehead, you are going to be much more analytical, much more intellectual, oftentimes even sometimes stuck in the head, thinking through problems or needing a long time to make a decision, needing a long time to process information before you get clarity on how to act. This is not the person that you want to ask for directions when you are looking for the freeway. They'll give you a convoluted, circuitous route to get there and you'll get confused. Next, the eyes. The eyes are about how we ingest the world and information. So a person who has big, wide eyes is really interested in everything. They're taking it in. A person who has more narrow, squinted eyes is maybe overwhelmed by too much information, or they can't take any more in. How about the nose? Well, there's lots of aspects about the nose, but the nose in a general tidbit is about how independent you are versus how cooperative you are. A person with a very large nose is going to be a really good leader. They're willing to take risks. They're willing to make mistakes, but also oftentimes they are really good risk takers and they're used to making and taking risks. So they would be a good person to put in charge of things. A person with a smaller nose is going to be, I guess I'd say, more content with life and more content to cooperate. Nostrils. Nostrils are kind of interesting in that there is this idea that the nose is a piggy bank. Where you put the coins in is at the bridge of the nose. So if a person has a really nice, large, wide bridge, they're lucky. They can take in large quantities of money at a time. Where the coin would come out would be the nostril. And so a person with large nostrils tends to be really generous. They are free with spending money. If a person has more narrow nostrils, they're a bit more conservative and tend to feel better about spending less. All right, lips. Lips are about sensual pleasure. They are the external manifestation of the digestive organs. So if a person has big lips, oftentimes they enjoy eating, kissing, sexual experiences. If they have big lips, they're interested in more sensual pleasure, enjoying the moment, and savoring a meal. If they have a wide mouth, they like more of it. If a person has a narrower mouth, they can only take in smaller bits. They also need potentially to have shorter, smaller meals in between, whereas a person with a wide, large mouth can take in lots of sensual pleasure. They can take in a really large meal and they might not need to have several throughout the day. Okay, so the ears. The ears indicate how much physical stamina we have and how strong our spirit is. So if you take your ear and you push it this way, if it's very closely attached to your head, it means that you have pretty good physical stamina. Approaching the ear from above and pulling it down, how does that feel? Is there a lot of give or not very much give? What is the texture of your ear? Because it's the external manifestation of the kidneys are about our deep resources. The kidneys would be considered our savings account of our body. And so a person with really small ears or not very strong cartilage in the ear would suggest a person who has finite energy reserves, whereas a person with really strong ears has a good, hardy physical constitution. Comment below, what kind of ears do you have?